Hello guys, let's continue with the lesson 2, and in these lessons we're gonna discuss about how to expand our simple structure which we learned in the lesson number 1. Alright, so in these lessons we're gonna look at the expressions of times and expressions of place. How we're gonna use expressions of times and expressions of place to expand our simple sentences. Alright, good. Now let's see how it is like. Alright, let's move on to another slide. Oh, this is the review from the previous lessons. Alright, so it's good to take a little review before we move on to new points. So when we are talking about sentence structure, there are 5 simple sentence structure that we need to remember. So the first structure of sentence is the sentence that we use, that we write with the linking verb. Alright, and we know that what can comes after the linking verb is a noun or an adjective. And for sentence structure number 2, our sentence is written with the monotransitive verb, which require one object in order that the main verb, the monotransitive verb, can have full meaning, right? And for sentence structure number 3, our sentence is written with the transitive verb, which require 2 different objects, the indirect object and the direct object, so that the main verb can have full meaning. Sentence structure number 4, our sentence is written with a complete transitive verb, which require 2 different words right after it as well, but the one is the object and the other one, the final one, is the object complement. Okay, and usually the 2 components or the 2 words refer to the same identity, or the same humans, or the same person, or the same object. And finally, our last sentence structure. In our last sentence structure, our sentence is written with the intransitive verb, and we all know that our intransitive verbs are verbs that require no object. So in our sentences with the intransitive verb, we do not have to have any words standing right after the intransitive verb. We can just have the period signs right after the intransitive verb, and we can have one good sentence which is grammatically correct already. Alright, good. So now let's move on to the next slide. Is still a review. Correct the errors of the following sentence. So let's see if you can find the errors in all of these sentences. Linda is asleep. Is it correct? Okay, I will give you some times to take a look at this exercise, so as to give you some time to recall what you have learned in the previous lessons. All right, good. Let's do it. Alright, let's go. Linda is asleep. Is this statement or is this sentence correct or incorrect? In order to know whether this sentence is correct or incorrect, we need to evaluate, or we need to do analysis of all the elements in the sentence based on the sentence structures lessons that we have learned in the past, in the previous lesson. Alright, Linda is the subject and is our verb to be, and we know that verb to be is the verb to be is also a linking verb, right? And we also remember that when we use a linking verb in sentence, And then what that can comes after our linking verb can be just noun or adjective. But what do we have here right after the verb to be? Sleep. Is sleep a noun or an adjective? No, sleep is a verb right here, you see. So sleep cannot be put right here because it is not a noun or an adjective. Only noun or adjective can be put right here, right after our linking verb. So this statement or this sentence is wrong. So in order to make it correct, we just need to change the verb, right? So we choose it can be any word, but the word has to be a noun or an adjective, right? Linda is a girl. So now I choose the word a girl in place of sleep. Now Linda is a girl is a correct sentence. All right. David drives a car. Okay. Is it a correct sentence? Yes or no? Okay. Let's do the analysis. David is the subject. Drive is a verb. What does it mean? Bác bỏ. All right. Think about the different types of verb that we have learned. Drive. What kinds of verb is it? Is it a linking verb? Is it a monotransitive verb? The transitive, complex transitive, or intransitive? Drive. Bác bỏ mẹ bác ba ca đấy. So drive is a monotransitive verb. It requires one object after it. And now we have got the word a car. A car is a noun, and does it receive the actions of drive? Yes, it does, right? So a car must be the object of the word drive. And the whole thing, we have got subject, we have got monotransitive verb, and we have got the objects of the monotransitive verb in the same sentence. All right, so this sentence is correct. He seems unhappy. All right, subject he, and then we know that seem is a linking verb, right? When it is a linking verb, so the word that can stand right after it must be a noun or an adjective. But what do we have here? Unhappy. Unhappy is an adjective. So the whole sentence must be correct. Yes. She sleep a bed. She sleep a bed. Actually, she is our subject and sleep. Do you remember the word sleep? Is it a linking verb? No, it's not. But what kinds of verb is it? Sleep. In order to sleep, what do you have to do, or how can you perform the action of sleep? Okay? Sleep, if you want to sleep, you just sleep, right? Sleep is an action. It's not a non-action verb, it's not. But it is an action verb. But what kinds of action verb is it? Is it a transitive, require object, or require no object? It requires no object. Okay? So if it requires no object or need no object, and then it must be an intransitive verb. If it is an intransitive verb, how can we have the word a bed right after it? Because the word a bed doesn't receive the actions of sleep, and it makes no sense to keep the word a bed here, right? We should take it away, right? Because there is no reason to keep the word a bed right after the word sleep, right? Because the word sleep is an intransitive verb, and it has got full meaning by itself already. And then if it has got full meaning already, why? What is the use of keeping the word a bed right after it? No need, right? We don't need to keep it, so just take it away. And then the correct statement will be like this: she sleeps. Okay, just take the word a bed away, and then we have got a new sentence which is grammatically correct. They make me. Does it make sense? What does it mean, make me? It doesn't make any sense, right? They cannot make me. But why can they say, but why do they say they make me? But they can say they make me thing like, for example, like they make me a cake. Is it possible to say that? Yes, it is possible to say they make me a cake. But if they say they make me, no, it's not possible. It doesn't make any sense, right? So this sentence is incorrect. In order to make it correct, we need to add one object complement, because we know that make is a complete transitive, but it's also a detransitive, right? Make can be multiple, can play multiple function. Maybe make me some food. Yeah, in this example, it will be a detransitive verb. So anything. They make me happy. Okay, so we find one adjective to put right after the word me, and then now it becomes a correct sentence. And make, what kinds of function does it play here? It is a complete transitive, right? Make can be a monotransitive verb, make can be a ditransitive verb, and make can also be a complex transitive verb. And in this case, because we can see that, that the two words that stand right after it are, you know, object and object complement. So because they refer to the same identity, the same person, so make must play the complex transitive function in that sentence. Okay, we need jobs. We need jobs, right? Need is a monotransitive. It requires one object, right? So we need jobs. All right, good. We need job. We need jobs. Okay, so we is our subject, need is our verb, and jobs receive the actions of need, right? So need must be a monotransitive. So this is correct, right? She gives me. How can she gives me if she doesn't have anything to give me? So tell me, what does she have to give me? She said she gives me, but what is the something that she gives me? Do you know from the sentence? You don't know from the sentence, and that is why this sentence is incorrect. It doesn't have full meaning. All right. So to make it full meaning, we have to add meaning to it. Because give is a ditransitive verb, right? So it requires two different objects so that the verb has got full meaning. But in this example, in this sentence, we just have only one object, and therefore it doesn't make sense enough. All right. So to make it correct, just find one more word, one more object for it. Now the new sentence becomes, she gives me a present. You see, so a present is the second object, and me is the first object. Okay, me is the we can also say me is the indirect object, and a present is the direct object. Now the whole sentence is correct. Finally, we have John knows. John knows. Knows what? We don't know what. John say John knows, but knows what? We don't know, right? So this sentence is incorrect again. It is incomplete because we still cannot make sense of it. To make sense of it, very easy. Just find something and put after knows, and then it will become a new sentence with proper meaning. John knows the story. Now we have got the word the story. Okay, we add the word the story right after knows, and then the new sentence become grammatically correct. Okay, very good. So this is just a review practice only. I hope you guys will gain even more understanding from doing this review practice of the previous lesson. Without a stronger foundation of the previous lesson, maybe it is a little bit difficult for all of you to catch up with the second lesson. That's why I decided to give you this review practice. But now let's move on to another slide. Yes, this is something that we are going to discuss in this lesson. It is about the expressions of place and times. All right. How many of you have an idea of what it means by the expressions of place or expressions of time? All right. So what is it? Okay, Linda cooks meal. Do we know the time and do we know the place? No. Linda cooks meals, right? We just know who cooks. Linda. The action is cook and the object is meals, right? But what time or when or where do we know from the sentence? No, we don't know. But can we add time, add place to the sentence? Yes or no? Yes, we can. All right. So what is it like? At home every day. You see, now our sentence becomes become longer, right? Our sentence becomes longer because of the expressions of place and expressions of times. As stated in the title of the second lesson, that we're gonna study how to expand our simple sentence or how to make it longer. Now you see, our sentence becomes longer because of the expressions of time and because of the expressions of place. Okay, good. Linda cooks meal at home every day. Now let's see some more example. David drives a car. We have David subject, we have drives, and we have a car as the objects of drive. But do we know the times and the location? No. Okay, let's add time and add location. To work every day. You see, to work is the location or the destination or the goal, the destination where David drives the car to work. And when? Every day. You see, now this sentence has also become longer. He watched a movie. All right, is it a sentence now? Yes, of course. Why is it a sentence? Because the verb has got full meaning. I repeat again, when you are asked, is it a sentence? And then you must look at the main verb or the verb in that sentence and ask whether that verb has got full meaning or not yet. Now, he watched a movie. Is it a sentence? Look at watch. Is it? Does it have full meaning now? Yes or no? Yes. So it does. It has got full meaning because watch is a monotransitive and it has got one object right after it already. So he watched a movie is a real sentence. Is a full meaning sentence. Is truly a sentence. Okay. If it is a sentence already, and if you want to expand it, make it longer, okay, go ahead. But my advice is that you should not think about expanding your sentence when you are not clear or when you are not sure with the sentence construction. He watched a movie. So now this is a full sentence already. Now please add time and add place to it. At the theater last night. You see, wow. Now our sentence becomes very long. He watched a movie at the theater last night. At the theater is a time or place? Place, right? Last night is a time or place? Time, right? Good. She eats breakfast. She eats breakfast. Is it a sentence? Look at the verb. Is it full meaning now? Yes, eats. Eat what? Eat breakfast. Okay, so it has got object. So if it has got objects already, so it should have got full meaning. Fine, it's full meaning. So it is a sentence. After we have got a full meaning sentence already, we can start thinking about adding time and place. So our place and time is here at school every morning. She eats breakfast at school every morning. And now our sentence has become longer. They drank beer. Is it a sentence? Think about the verb drank. Is it a monotransitive verb? Has got object? Yes, of course. Beer is the objects of the verb drank, and the whole sentence has got full meaning now. And now it is a full meaning sentence, and you can start thinking about time and place. At the nightclub yesterday. Okay, so we go. Is it a sentence? Okay, I hope you guys remember. We go. When we translate into Khmer language, some people say it doesn't make sense, but in English language it makes full sense. We go, because go is an intransitive verb. It doesn't require any object, so you should not give it any object. So we go is a complete sentence, right? So when it is a complete sentence already, okay, you can start thinking about adding time or place. Now we go home in the evening. Home is actually the expressions of place or place expression. Okay, so and in the evening is in my call kamatiskal evelia. Okay, so we go home in the evenings. Right. So these are some examples, preview example, just to give you an idea of what it is like. Expressions of place and expressions of time. And the next slide is going to be a detailed discussion of how to write expression or how to create expressions of place and expressions of time and put them into your sentence. Okay, good. Let's go ahead. Expressions of place type 1. Wow. Maybe we have so many different types of expressions of place, right? That's why we have type 1 here. Okay, so what is our expressions of place type 1? It is a prepositional phrases functioning as adverbs. Okay, actually the look, when we see it, it is a prepositional phrases, but a phrase, but it functions as an adverb. So what is it like? Let's see. So when we want to create a place expression, first of all, the formula is that we just need to find one preposition, and then find a noun that has got place related meaning. Okay, place related meaning. For example, like school. School, is it a noun? And look, is it location related meaning? Yes, of course. Location related or place related meaning, right? School. So This is the formula for creating place expression. Now let's see some example. Noun, preposition plus noun, prepositional phrase. Okay, so when we have got nouns, okay, noun, I think this one should not be nouns. This is yes, of course you can call place. Okay, place equal, right? Okay, place equal preposition plus noun. Noun has to have a place related meaning. Okay, so when you take preposition plus noun with the place related meaning, and then what you will get is the a prepositional phrase. Okay, we call it a prepositional phrase, and when we are talking about its function, it functions as an adverb of place. Okay, good. Now let's see a real example. School is a place noun, right?